Hello fellow furry friends. Today we gathered not to praise an ordinary sun goddess that there are millions in the galaxy. We gathered to praise a real deity. One which is mighty and full of energy. Praise you, Lena.
Hello you great people. Welcome. Hello you Alina. Hello Nekatar. I hope you're doing well. I'm curious myself how the stream will be today. I have to start at 6 p.m. and do it until 9 p.m. Then there is an event in Final Fantasy XIV where I would like to be there. Maybe I'll even start from 6 p.m. now. That looks really good. And I have a little more time out of the back. But I also have some news. In a few weeks, there will be a new picture of Tyurru. It is overdue. And it will be a new artist, even. Of course, it will also be suggestive and a version without clothes. There must be so much love. And what I'm also noticing right now is that I urgently need to change my text like this, because it doesn't disappear after 15 seconds every time.
An event? Does it have furries? It has to have furries. I want the furries in it. Ooh.
There are no fucking furries there. Today there is more or less a club and I work in a wonderful little club. VoD. And every Friday you have a special theme night. Today they do an hour earlier than pre-event. And today's topic is swimwear.
So you say fucking furries exist?
Hello Goldie.
They multiply.
Of course there are furries. What do you think will hunt all the time? And burn. And run over. And 4 parts. And burn it again. Then they are eaten and we poop them out. And we send this poop towards the sun.
Here you go, have a
Is that perhaps a bit radical? Oh yes, baby. Hello Nicholas.
We do not hunt and burn them. We pet them and care for them so they ooh for us.
So a short summary. There will soon be a new picture of me, by a completely new artist. And I think that we will always start at 6 p.m. every day. I find that it looks much better for me because I always get home at about 5:30 p.m. and then it takes an hour to start the stream. No, that way I can start right away. And then I won't be so extremely tired because it's already after 10 p.m. Thank God that does not work at Goldie. For a second I had a small heart attack. What the fuck is wrong with you? And why is my sister breaking her voice? Have you also heard that in front of a man's voice of very strange? Or was it just me who heard that? Wait a minute, maybe it's because the TTS monster isn't updated. Evelina just did shit. Why does it suddenly stop working? But it actually seems to be due to the TTS itself, Twitch monster. That's not my fault this time. The site has some errors right now. I just said that I can't help it. What do you actually want? The side of them is broken. I can't even log into them. They have some strange misindications. Wait, I'll restart the program, maybe there was. No, it's definitely broken. It's definitely a bit fucked up right now. As I said, I can't even log into them somehow. Hey, I don't see certain words banishing right now. I think I'll enter Evelina directly and pay homage. I never looked closely at him, but in fact it is possible. So, let's see what their support says. Their support says a shit. But her site is definitely dead right now. As I said, you can't log in. Yes. So today my little sister is sitting on the quiet stairs for once. I think that's quite good. Then she can recover a bit. And above all, you can build less shit. So, now let me have a look. There are some things that I still need to upgrade.
The roads are rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
By the way, we are really close to the 4th boss. I've made better progress than I would have thought myself.
The shrouded coast, isolated, and drowning in amphibious degeneracy. Aspiration unites the hopeful.
That's pretty few. Our cooperation is not so strong this time.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Okay, but we have really pretty practical things.
Behold, the great cities of man.
When we have completed this strange city,
Ruined
we come to the 4th
and
boss.
aflame.
I'm not going to like it all the way now. Now let's not lie. The paths are like the last track. No matter where I drive, I break my car or rush into this blue manure. So if I had the choice, I would say we go to the dealers.
Travel without proper reconnaissance. A hasty and reckless thing indeed.
I drove along the right because I didn't want to break the car, and now the car is broken. They really don't make it easy for you. I mean, if you want, you can always try our TTS in the meantime. I would be very surprised if it worked all of a sudden.
Perhaps you are finding your courage at last. The loathing howls.
Yes, awesome, elite fighter. Faster, stronger and better.
Excellent work.
And who has to deal with it? Of course me. Do any of you actually watch football? I had seen in the news earlier that things are supposed to go pretty haywire with the fans again. But today, I think, is somehow the prelude Germany against Scotland, or what was that? Yes. Football is boring, he says ice cold. And he is not necessarily wrong. But Jesnackert are different.
Early results are encouraging.
Hello, my dear Sora, welcome you wonderful people, thank you very much for the raid, I hope you are doing great and I am curious what nice things you played today and especially what kind of clip we will see with you my dear. Hello you wonderful people. I'm Tyurru and the little blonde is my little sister Medaya. As you can easily hear, I use an STTS program for my voice. I like to switch between English and German with reverse subtitles as a translation. I also like to play hard games and I like a challenge. I'm just a tiny hobby streamer who just likes to play and doesn't want to be alone. Nice to meet you. Is that a cat?
Harley!
Oh right, there were cats in the games, they would have been super valuable.
Harley!
Thank you, Nicholas. It's best to do one right away. Away. Funny, it doesn't work for me. How did you manage it? Damn shit, you don't want to tell me I'm too stupid for that. Nicholas help SOS. Yes. Yes, of course you'd better be SOS anyway. Well, I did it.
I got a rocket launcher.
I have a picture.
Bomba! Oh, I whiffed!
So much Lethal Company played.
Ain't no way you whiffed the fucking rocket launcher.
Bro, no, that was on him, bro. That was on him.
Nah.
And as you can easily see, a typical elf friend. Emisham. We are currently at Darkest Dungeons 2 and on our way to the 4th boss. But a few stupid ass fiddles keep getting in my way. And since we're pretty good with negotiation methods, we'll take care of said assholes. The bomb, of course, has survived 1 life point. And that was supposedly an elite opponent team. If that's the elite, then I don't want to see the cannon fodder. Yes, hello, good evening, Timoshka.
The loathing festers.
We are an hour earlier than usual today. And I'll probably always start at exactly this time now. The actual reason was because there is an event in Final Fantasy XIV today, and that's why I wanted to start a little earlier and have to stop an hour earlier. And as I see it right now, the boss just gets 10% more health points again, because I ran through 4 of these stupid things for you. These are things you don't want to see. Yes, lick me. What was that again?
Stupendous.
For heaven's sake, protect our name, Doctor. And the grave robber. What protects everyone if that is possible? And what does it matter, that this stupid flame comes too close to us?
The enemy weakens and wanes.
I already know why I love my deity so much.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Unfortunately, I'm killing exactly the wrong person right now. Okay, but next round he'll definitely be dead before he can do any damage. So let's take care of the back line first. It gets on my nerves very quickly. She obviously has the feeling that she is at the barbecue somewhere. Oh, she's dying anyway. Well, how does that feel? When you see your entire team die. Of poisons and bleeding.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
The small problem is, our car has already been damaged and we won't be able to heal up so quickly. I'm actually not that keen on fighting right now. We're on our way to becoming the boss, after all. And I wouldn't know what else I would have to collect in a big way. Yes. I just hope that we get even more camaraderie.
The road ahead is washed out and strewn with rocks. Mind the wheels.
Oh, damn, this is already my last
Coach
bike.
Limping. Be prudent.
Yes, shit guys. I lost my last fight.
Perhaps I
That's
left
not
this
because
for
I'm
you.
driving.
Perhaps you left it for yourself.
This street wants nothing for it.
Perhaps it
A
is
walking
not here
whore
at
is.
all.
There's so much stuff here that I don't need it all.
All that matters is the flickering torch you bear.
But what I'm going to keep are definitely all these bear falls, and I've found out that the boss fight is pretty awesome.
Centuries of human learning and achievement ruined by riotous contempt.
So, let's try my favorite friend, the dealer. He often has really cool abilities and new
Malaise.
items.
Measured and steady. The enemy weakens
Okay,
and
seriously,
wanes.
that's a really criminal right now.
Extinguished at last.
We have more fire on us than a burning Christmas tree. Okay, the two rearmost ones are dead. It's time for the foremost.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm. A steady subtraction, an invariable result. Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
When I look at my team, I can't imagine that we should lose to anything. I'm really super confident, but I don't know the boss yet, and he has 10% more health. Okay, there are some very interesting items. Not necessarily what I had hoped for, but not necessarily bad. I'm still a bit over it right now. Already have pretty awesome abilities and pretty awesome items. The only thing would be my tank with its bleeding resistance. You could certainly find something better there. For example, that he has more life points. Or that he resists more when he is at the gate of death. I guess I'll try the more life points. 20% is not so bad. So next we come to a boss. I didn't really want to go there. I also know the boss. He doesn't necessarily bring me anything.
To profit in destruction.
Meow. Meow.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Hey, please don't go crazy now. Our doctor soon goes crazy.
Agony by accumulation. A simple variable, easily resolved. The past is gone. Let it die.
To hell, is my torch actually so empty? I'm pretty sure I charged it earlier.
Foul winds and foul tidings. No doubt the source is within.
It bothers me a bit that my fool is always the last to go. Especially with my DOT attempt.
Well done. Steady subtraction, an invariable result. Recognize your disadvantage.
Of course,
and
we
accept
flee.
it.
I'm not so keen on the boss now. On my way to the right main bashed. I don't need such a dummy, such a total failure. And directly the next fight. Of course. Meow, meow, scrounging. Actually, I wanted to purr. Did it work completely? Purr, purr. Explain to me why my fool died in particular. I once vomited, looked at it, and it is almost dead.
The fiend's strength dwindles. This road cannot be walked alone.
Healed. And damn the old good crowds. Well, not anymore. Did you think so?
Cooperation is the key.
Are you also making a cat seller at DBD? Then I like to run into the arms. I wouldn't even know that there is a cat killer. I think I should watch the game again beforehand. Short. Yes. That I know at least roughly what is actually out there.
The past is gone. Let it die.
I promise you one, if there should somehow be some kind of cat that kills everyone, I'll definitely be the first to strike immediately. I can promise you that high and holy. There's nothing more ingenious than a cat creature that just bloodily kills everyone. Yes. And the best thing about it, everyone thinks I'm cute, no matter how many times I commit genocide. Definitely to the left. I would actually like to have the spark plug, but I can't damage my car quickly, can I? Whereby the middle is better off. Somehow. You're sure to get treats too. Of course I get them, after all I hunt my treats.
Facing oblivion, these folk have kept their honor.
But as
Have
I
you-
said, I'll definitely dig into it a little bit. The last time I played the game, there were somehow 5 or 6 different killers. And I know I really played the Huntress back then. Now even a rabbit mask was on. I think that's the closest thing to that.
Loathing made manifest.
You were never called a treat. There is always a first time, and I promise you, I will hunt you down. And I like to play with my food.
Lethality writ large. A slow dissection.
I think she had a rabbit mask
An
on.
unavoidable end.
I'm not sure. That was such a huge woman with an axe, and she could use throwing axes. That was the one I played at the time. But I also tried out many different characters. I know, I once tried a person who had a pig mask on and could sneak. And the guy who set up all the bear traps. One life point. He really survived with 1 life point. One more week, then I'll finally have vacation. Unfortunately, it will take another month and 2 weeks for me. I didn't visit until the beginning of August. I will use the time nicely for Final Fantasy XIV. The new add-on will be released soon, within the next few weeks.
A brilliant conclusion. This is no time to falter.
Please what? Do you really want to tell me now? He just almost killed my poor doctor. What the hell is going on here?
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
He has it all in for the doctor, the asshole. Mommy, don't do shit. Now don't kill the doctor before the finale, that would be really antisocial. If he is to die of the fire now, then I will become an animal. can't do anything to help him.
She understood death, but could not
The doctor
defy
really
it.
got punched in the face and died. That's really not your shit serious right now, is it? We are in the finals and now the doctor dies in the last fight. That's a really big shit. That was the key figure. Oh boy. First Akane comes to me and takes care of Milka and I go to visit Nanny and then Dekomi comes. Aw, I see, so you all know each other pretty well already. But I forgot who is Milka. Didn't you say the other day that Milka would be your fridge? Do you take care of the refrigerator?
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Yes, I think we can completely forget about the boss. The problem is, the doctor had just been perfect. He has the DOT damage and heals. What the hell should I do? I would need someone who could do both and there is no character who can do that. Unfortunately, we lost in this respect. We've already met both of them. Akanji has visited me before. I visited Yutnani last year before Dekomi, so actually she is my cat. I also have to take care of the fridge. If it had been my Grave Raider for a round fire, I could have even removed this fire DOT. That's just as annoying as possible.
FBI, open up!
From 3 to 4 months my fridge broke down and all the insulin was then in the ass. That sounds terrible. Yes. Yes, hello, my beloved Culver. The good thing is, Helena has died. The bad thing is, I really needed her for the fight now. I can't believe how Evelina was just attacked 4 times and the very first attack stole all her life points already.
To write, think, and rest.
Well, what now? The only person who has all the skill points would be the Highwayman. The problem is, the Highwayman has no cure. Now I have a thermometer in the fridge and... Ouch! Now I have a thermometer in the fridge and don't get a notification when the fridge gets too warm. What kind of event are you doing naively like every Friday? Final Fantasy XIV, the club where I work. Today, however, they start an hour earlier. Well, our most important healer and gambler, our most important DOT is dead. What now? But then you weren't paying attention. Culver, I was always honest on Fridays. I'm going to the highwayman and I'm going to bleed.
Experience, however painful,
If it is possible.
is the greatest teacher of all.
The small problem is, who goes to the back line? And on the other days you are dishonest. Please what? Why is that? What have I done again? We could cause bleeding. Man Culver, you are a current picker. So we try bleeding. We're upgrading the abilities that cause bleeding. The small problem will only be, I don't have anything from the back line to attack. At most, it could put my little grave robber in the back. It would probably make the most sense. Let me think for a moment. I'm really desperately thinking right now. I don't know what kind of boss will come.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced. A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
So the
Something
next
to
problem
ease
is
the
very
rigors of
simple.
the road.
We don't have a good team combination, no camaraderie because the person died. So we have to make sure that everyone harmonizes a bit with the new guys. Okay, the other threes have a good combination, but the highwayman doesn't. Nothing that a little alcohol couldn't clarify. Should at least get to 10 points, then it looks quite good. Okay, but more is not possible. Especially the tank simply has 101 life point.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate. Refracted.
Well,
Distorted.
let's go.
These glacial walls reflect the twisted heart of their maker.
Well, look.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
It worked wonderfully, and especially I can run up my tank by 10%
Tried
health
and
points when I do
tested.
damage.
A bond to
That's
be counted
perfect.
on.
I am quite impressed.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and
But as I
regret.
said, will not be a real cure. That's really unfortunate. I don't think Katarina is really bad back there.
Elf. I want to speak again.
Hey, it works again. Good job. Evelina, you fixed it again.
Yay, it works. Praise you, Lena. Praise her. Over Joe, sister.
No, not again 50 million times UWU, please not. Yes,
Sister has big titties.
why do you do this?
Beautiful illusion that was the world. Fragmented and undone.
Why is the guy so fast? Why are they all so fast?
Sister may have big titties,
Here
but
you
with
go,
you,
have
Lena,
a
you would have 5 of them.
I gave them the power, but I didn't allow them to abuse it.
Hold fast. Who
Duo.
knows what lurks in the beyond?
Oh god, I don't have a good feeling about the team already.
Duo. Roa.
Trammeled, trapped, held captive by fear.
Solo.
I really gave you a little too much power. It could be.
Duo. Fool.
I'm afraid I've given you way too much power.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result. Excellent work.
Hey, I'm having a little existential crisis here right now.
Cooperation is the key.
Oh God. By the way, that's you Culver because Evelina is scratched off. Yes. And I hope you die. It's not so bad.
Simple kindness.
I think you're about to die.
Sounds like Tyurru.
Malaise. Measured and steady. The fiend's strength dwindles.
I see come, I'm sure I'm going to die.
All problems have their solutions. Even the big ones.
Yes, cool, he somehow has 10 life points. We didn't have a chance. Stupid in the boss. Without a real healer or support, you can completely forget about that. Straight. We had such a great team and then in the last fight the damn doctor dies.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Then also against these creatures, the fighter in front, attack the first and second position at the same time. What wouldn't that be enough? Is there even more stress? They are fully after the guy. Seriously.
An unavoidable end.
They are really after the bang, right now.
Sister, I sold all your Subway cookies. I didn't need the money to build a temple in honor of Yulina. And to buy Link Connect for Kalba.
The siren song of the void. Spurned for now.
Reculver is about to die, don't worry. I hope your stress goes through the roof. Lady at least a chance that he could heal himself up. Because they are really full, off and apart from that. That's madness.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
And so leave the poor guy alone.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Yes, great. This team is so doomed. That's madness. We are still with the boss. We're not even at the damn boss right now. Oh yes. That's exactly what I was hoping for. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And the same could happen with Katarina.
So you are not at the boss. Yulina is
Our
boss.
morale is actually quite high. Snout Evelina. And Katarina has also made it. Yes, baby, that's how we can keep ourselves alive a little bit.
Such a tutorial boss.
That's not even the boss. It's the bad thing. It's not even the fucking boss.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
But without my doctor, I'm completely screwed. Just right now, you can tell.
The Nightmare Gate is revealed.
I'm also glad that my tactics worked and that I pushed my ability to work in a team so high that they can even heal themselves in the event of a mental breakdown. We are almost completely healed and we have almost no moral damage.
Ambition's reach,
Now it will
however,
show.
exceeds its terrible grasp. Let us take a closer look at the thing.
Okay, you don't have to be a genius to immediately determine what the guy is up to.
Analysis is the natural
He has
prelude
damn
to
few health
action.
points. "65 health points is nothing for a boss. Aw, I see. There is always 75% less damage with each attack. And then he also does extra damage because he converts a protective shield. If the boss stays like this, then it will be pretty simple. But somehow I think there's more to come. Oh mommy, what was that? The attack can actually ignore everything, invisibility, dodge. And it stuns 100% when you're marked.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Never for life. Being the real boss is too easy.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
This is never, ever the real boss.
An unavoidable end.
Yes, I don't have it at all. Something is still to come. That was to be expected. That had never been the real boss in his life. He was really much too simple. I assume he has the same skills. Apart from that, he has extremely high resistances to everything. What is that? What kind of symbol is that? What does that mean? You're next. What the fuck are you up to?
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
But I also can't manage to give the guys a DOT somehow. Unfortunately, right now. Its resistances are quite fierce. If I had the doctor here, he wouldn't be a problem.
Stupendous. Malaise. Measured and steady.
Finally. Finally a few dots. Ritually, there is even another round. If I'm unlucky. In any case, he is dying now of the VoD. And does Sarah have another round? Incredible. But because its resistances are significantly worse. Oh shit, he fights back for that.
This is no time to falter.
Oh, damn it.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I mean the fact alone that he defends himself every time, that's really bad. For this guy, I definitely would have had to be tempted to probably cancel out all my effects.
Another blow on the bruise. A setback, nothing more.
Well, what can I say, we still have to attack, even if we could die now. The bleeding is important, I'm afraid. I have no idea how we can still be alive right now. But look at it, we're alive, mates. And Katarina says, fuck you.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Don't worry, the guy is dead. The guy is definitely dead.
Fight through the fatigue.
As long as I still have a fourth phase.
For everything you wanted. At last, the veil begins to lift.
Inconceivable. Killed on the first attempt, the fourth pass. If we had had the doctor with us, everything would have been much simpler. But hey, we did it. VoD. 3 damn phases.
Unable to suffer your unprincipled overreach any longer.
If I hadn't made it this time, I would have made it 100% the second time. I would have just saved all the bear traps for the third phase.
Instead, you babbled of impossible measurements, ushering
But
me
that was a
down to
damn
the
good
bolted
fight.
cellar. In the dim light, I recoiled at the preparations you had made. 4 bodies laid out along the lateral points of the crown. As the dagger's blade revealed itself through my chest, I understood. I was to be the fifth. Little by little, your recollection mends the rifts of this sundered plane. Study the winding roads and routes of our kingdom.
Well, look at that.
Find any advantage.
We have already played the most important things freely, even though I would like to see all the pets.
Your labors
You know
have
what?
borne fruit.
I'll do it.
Memory is the hearth that warms the mind.
So the only person I would be interested in now would actually be the priestess for emergencies. I could even imagine us playing another round and building a completely different team.
Those who live within it.
I thought something like that was missing: the Templar, the priestess, and then some 2 other people. But one thing really has to be said against
The
bosses.
road calls
No matter
once
what
more
kind of
to
boss
its
you
dark
have, the
passenger.
DOT is always the best. It doesn't matter if it's bleeding, burn, or the disease. DOT is by far totally OP against any boss.
Indistinct and ill-lighted. No comfort awaits you here.
The last 23 days went really super fast.
A precise arrangement. The sacrifice of conscience. The abandonment of self. The Iron Crown had found its king. Upon your furrowed brow, the mathematics of our existence, the geometry of the cosmos. An ephemeral equation wholly expressed in negative space. To invoke its power was to refactor the most fundamental underpinnings of our fragile
Must also be
dimension.
honest.
To
So
imprint
far,
one's
I
mind
thought the very first boss was the
reality
worst.
itself.
He just did so much shit. You didn't know what to attack first.
The crossroads.
Hey,
A
hello,
beacon for the
Illidas.
broken and the battered.
I'm doing great. I'm starting an hour earlier today and have to finish an hour earlier because of an event in Final Fantasy. But apart from that, I'm planning a new, extremely beautiful picture. It's already in the planning stage and my sister's little model will be ready soon. I just killed the 4th boss on the first attempt without any problems, and I'm amazed that it worked, even though I had lost my most important person in advance. Yes,
Avarice
my
slips
doctor was killed in
unseen
cold blood
into
in front of the
catacombs
boss.
the mind.
And
there
I
was
didn't
a
think I'd make
tutorial
it.
boss.
I'll give you the tutorial boss right away, you stupid cow. Honestly, Evelina died, that's probably why I won.
Do so. Hand it to me.
Our doctor's name is Evelina and she died, and that's why I won. If the doctor had been alive, the boss would have been even simpler. I think I could imagine even doing a round with completely different characters. No, Catherine is alive. Before we attacked the fourth boss, Evola died. On a cheap opponent. To be fair, this cheap opponent hit them 4 times. And already the first time she lost all life points and then she had a burn. And she actually died of the fucking fire.
You came here seeking solace, but found stagnation instead.
And I thought to myself, shit, I'll never be able to defeat the boss like this.
Comforts
So I
are
packed my
exhausted.
highwayman with bleeding.
Ahead, only trial and tribulation. The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
We had been on the limit at 0 health the whole time, but I intentionally brought my stress to 10 and then they redirected their mental breakdown into positive and healed up. You really have to say that teamwork is by far the best thing there is in this game. When your people are doing well and they help each other, and especially when the mental breakdown turns positive, that's really pretty strong.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
I'm curious if there is a new area somehow. After all, we're in the final, aren't
Push
we?
on to the inn. Rest
If the
and
character is
resupply
dead,
await
then
you.
she apparently stays dead. What does it look like? I haven't tested it yet. I think you can only have one class at a time. So you can't apparently take the doctor 4
We've
times
come
like in the
here
first
in
part,
summers
but I
of
don't know
years
that
gone
100% right
to
now.
write, think, and rest.
But even if a character should die, it's not a big deal. You don't lose anything, actually. I have to be honest, you don't lose anything at all. I mean, it's not like in the first part, where you can invest gold and company in a single character and watch them die in the end. But so do I.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your
Think about
fate.
it, you've invested a lot of gold and days. You've improved all the different skills, you've removed the quirks, and then the guy just dies from some stupidity. And you have to start completely from zero. At some point, there was a special event where you could even revive old heroes. But you have also seen this event very rarely. Merely. It was still total bullshit. These are our new pets. And I have to say, the new pets are all pretty shit. And that's what I spent money on. No, I'll stay with my wolf. It happened to me very often, especially in the last area. The last area had been really perverse in the first part, the enemies were so exaggeratedly strong. I won for one reason only. I was a pussy. I had the priestesses, the occultist, and twice men-at-arms. I've always done protective shield on the other two and then this ability where you automatically defend and fight back. And the priestess simply kept everyone alive. And the occultist also healed or weakened some enemies and did damage.
For the long ride ahead. Learn a little.
It worked most of the time.
And begin again.
There were a few moments in the last area when it didn't work at all. But there were most moments where it often worked. But as I said, especially in this game I found that the ratio is extremely good. If you take care of the relationship. I just won against the boss because all the people had really cool morals or good connections. And whenever the mental breakdown came, they hyped themselves up.
Everywhere.
That's the only reason I survived in the world.
Everywhere. In need. Learn what can be taught.
I have
That
to
you
be
may
honest,
stand
I personally
just a
think the
little
second game
taller
is
at
better,
the end.
but in the same breath it's also much easier.
Precious relics
To be
remind
fair,
us
the
of a
first
time
game was much
before the
harder.
end.
Nevertheless, the second game is shwaish.
Mud and rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
I strongly assume so, that's why the first game is more popular.
Only resignation.
I once looked at Steam, there are more people playing the first part than the second part. And I guess that's just because the first part is much harder and people want to see how you're torturing yourself quite a bit. Man,
Destination is never in
they are
question.
simple sadists.
Only the route you take to get there.
Hello Loid. Q. Oh yes, the art is really good and in the second part you have the beautiful animation.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Tyurru is even prettier. Of course, I also have a huge cock. So the fluffy thing. This German translation is sometimes so stupid. Being'im. You can sometimes kick the German translation completely in the ass. You don't have to feel intimidated, that's why my dear yield.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
I'm sure you can be helped too. Makes sense why your model has skirts and dresses instead of trousers. Why do you think I have a pink dress and why the dress wobbles so extremely downwards? Makes sense, doesn't it? It's just a huge censorship bar. Mahahaha.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Hey, you know how they say in such professional circles, the penis only makes it better. And in your golden form it's tucked around your waist like a belt. Exactly. I can see you've grasped it. I'm talking to a real gentleman who simply knows etiquette. Or maybe you've played too much World on Warcraft and been to Gold Grove so many times.
The Wainwright awaits, eager to ply his trade.
By the way, there is also such a scene in Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm sure most people know that. Oh yes, those damn Dreniais and their horse things. Oh my god. That's where it stops even for me, and I'm already extremely bad. I've seen a lot of shit, believe me. Yes. I've seen a hell of a lot of shit. Of course, Goldie is now around the corner.
Ahead. A bestial
In
refuge.
fact, I have to say that I personally even thought this Dreniais was pretty cool.
Less identifiable remains.
This had actually been my favorite breed, even next to the blood elephants of course. But as soon as they unpacked their 90-centimeter horse dividers, even I thought about it for a moment and thought to myself, I'd rather not.
Excellent work. Agony by accumulation.
Okay, I have to work with poisons. No, see. My goodness, leave my
This
poor
wound,
lady
at
alone.
least, has been tended to.
These bleedings.
Lethality writ large. The past is gone. Let it die.
We already have so many fights in Germany. These monstrosities with their huge spiked, Janok,
Sharpen your
dildo,
blades,
shields are real by
that we may
far, the
properly
most disgusting
excise
thing
our
there is.
portion.
Like in real life with an anal plug they just cause bleeding. That's just a few spiders. They just want to play. Where does the fucking dog
Haste
actually
and
come from?
Carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared. The fiend's strength dwindles. A promising development.
If it is that the resistance in the area is higher. Okay, something is wrong here. Something is wrong here front and back. I forgot to put my doctor on alchemist. No, I haven't. This 33% is simply no longer enough against the spider. I have the feeling that the resistances are higher here. Yes, look at more friends. Where did you dig them up?
The enemy weakens and wanes.
It was actually the wrong attack. And you really want to kill my fool. I can already see that. I have an armor bank. I have to take a beating. Yes. He has a lot of poisons and bleeding on it. That can't be healthy.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
And I know it's a stupid idea to kill the spiders first. But right now I have no other choice. There are too many opponents.
Welcome relief from caustic agony.
They will eat it and then the worms are even stronger. Unfortunately. Unless I anesthetize him. Okay, the first worm is definitely history. And the other eats his friend as expected. But it doesn't matter, I can blind him and I can mark him.
A small foundation of trust. Steady yourself. Fight through the fatigue.
Have I already mentioned how cool our tank is?
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Have I already mentioned how incredibly cool my tank is?
The loathing whispers.
Oh, now you can go 2 fights in a row, even 3. Ow, even 3. Oh, damn it, she doesn't want to give me any rest.
The enemy weakens and wanes. Malaise, measured and steady. Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
How good that I protected my fool first. Otherwise, that could have backfired quite a bit. Yes. So, and that was a parade fight, really nice. And there are 2 more to come.
Emptied of mind and spirit by some existential shock. The
It's
poor
like Christmas
devils
with my
roam
family.
aimlessly amidst
You have
the
to fight your
trees.
way through everything first. He's actually protecting the guy, damn it. Yes, hello. What was that? 4. I didn't even know he could do something like that. Okay, we desperately need a little stress reduction, and we need it very urgently.
Lenity, grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
Of course, Golly likes that kind of thing. Well, hello, who on earth doesn't?
Lethality writ large.
Yes, you like that. Hey, you didn't see my durian or I didn't even know you had one. Are you taken? Never mind, they're all sluts anyway.
This one,
Only
at
I can make
least,
you
has
happy.
been tended to. The past is gone.
So the morale is also
Let it
somewhat
die.
established. Of course, all you know is that I can make you happy. To me and my fingers, in the dark, damp cellar. We will sit back all
Your
day,
path
follow
lies through
Netflix,
them,
watch. In the
and
evening
so
we will
they
play a few
must
video games,
fall.
and there will always be your favorite food, mayonnaise, pineapple pizza. I can see you're thrilled. Where I come from, there is a love proposal, you clap. boy, my poor tank.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond. The fiend's strength dwindles. Deliberate and methodical appliance of harm. Abandoned or forgotten.
And morale remains
It is
stable.
ours now.
When we get home, we'll definitely have a lot of talent points to spend. Yes,
The loathing
but not,
whispers.
it's just one. What a scam.
Stupendous. Early results are encouraging.
Oh yes, baby, here we go. Now show who is in charge of her.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Here we have really seen it completely again on the poor candle. But complete. Good job, buddy. You can even dodge if you want.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Even a little knowledge will be very enthusiastic. Okay, she's 100% dead. Let's see if we can somehow improve morale or the way of life anyway. Or not.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption. The loathing whispers. At last, respite within reach.
So, and with that we have already completed the next round. Let's see what the beautiful song is. I would like to get rid of the disease from our tank, but it's not that bad.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Oh God. Leave really crazy new stuff.
The means of mastery.
Okay, but we actually have 4 talent points. That's not bad.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
%50 reduction even of all kinds of items. You should definitely go for it. But I only see garbage here. The only cool thing is this one where they get delicious cakes. And 20% more visibility.
Good. An improvement. The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Okay, then we'll improve your relations. You're particularly shit with Katarina. I don't like that at all. And you're shit with our fool. Katarina would have to do the same with Selena. And our good Load Mister with Katarina.
Learn a little, and begin again. Unmapped, unexplored, a risky proposition.
And look, we have a hard time with the pigs. Oh yes,
While the
baby,
heart still
please leave the
beats,
pigs.
desire will never die. Aspiration unites
But hey,
the hopeful.
we definitely have some really cool combinations again, and that's already now. Okay, not all of them are good.
Tried and tested.
Sam Glucksender's abilities
bomb
that I
to be
don't use
counted
anyway. And at least extremely rare.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is swine country.
It's off to a good start. Driven 3 meters and some shit falls
No
on my
choice.
skull.
The brutish creatures must be confronted.
You really want to run away? Why do you want to run away?
A simple choice. At least it should be.
I can see that at the end of the day my car will be completely
Though it
broken.
brings no satisfaction.
Finally, now you want to fight.
Stupendous!
So I'm pretty sure I'm not imagining it. I fold the resistances then really got higher.
ancient turmoil.
Aw, my poor little chick. Are you so badly injured?
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats. The loathing abates. Hidden in warrens and ancient waterways, the swine proliferate unseen and unchecked.
If she is a bit impressed, how many fights there are in general?
The fiend's strength dwindles. Slow dissection, an unavoidable end.
I don't like the fact that he gets stressed every round. I don't even know. I probably know some disease. Or a quirk. What the fuck is that? I've never seen that before. That's just 48 gold
Loathing
coins.
whispers.
Not bad at all.
Echoes of humanity, twisted by hopelessness. The enemy weakens and wanes. Early results are encouraging. A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
So you would have really left the one life point stuck.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
A spark of hope. In the huge toilet. Oh no, we won't flee. Okay, it wasn't planned that you would all be pushed around. I hope I have enough skills to move forward. Of course, they took advantage of it and go to the sector that stands for a friend. Don't worry, I regret the bit by bit to the back. He's already stunned. Let the poor doctor rest.
Mistimed. Misdirected.
They apparently want to kill the doctor at all costs.
The enemy
I can hardly
weakens
believe
and
it
wanes.
myself. That's so smart and protected the right person. Hey, that was unfair.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result. Bravo!
And when it was so nice, they said to themselves, hey, you know what, we're going to bring you more tapeworms. And the tank has even more diseases.
Lethality writ large. Cooperation is the key. A slow dissection. An unavoidable end. A brilliant conclusion. The slow suffering begins. Stupendous!
Hello, Leo. Well, where do you come from? Let me guess, from Switzerland.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
The land with honey and sugar.
The loathing abates.
Out of bed. Shari cosplay made. Oh god, so you want to say you've been through the whole night?
The familiar hearth crackles invitingly once again.
To be honest, I've been playing Into the Night for a very long time in the last few weeks. I just had so much fun in Final Fantasy, I have to admit. No, just a little relaxed and fouled.
Your coach must
No,
be maintained
not a big
if it
fury
is to
with
carry
fat
you
snakes.
where you must go.
I wish. Funny, I didn't get any tartlets this time. The biggest ripoff you can imagine. I
Your
really didn't get any
academic
shitty
instincts serve
tartlets.
you well.
We now have more space for that.
Wait, what? Big furry songs? Where?
I don't want any fucking furious. That's just a
Learn
joke.
what can be taught, that you may stand just a little
Let's come down
taller
again.
at the end.
That was just a harmless joke.
The plating is patched. The coach stands ready once more.
No mercy, only
So we need a
pain.
little more cohesion again. And how do we best do that? Precisely through drugs, through alcohol. The worst at the moment is actually lowered together with Evelina. Don't worry, there's no drug that can't fix that. It's not my fault that you don't get along with him.
Threads of our land, crumbling and undone.
Just don't be such a huge barn door. But I have another cool idea right now. More speed, more damage, more resistance to morale drops, and that's what we're going to put in here now, and we're going to try, damn it.
Any advantage is a good thing.
What's wrong with you guys? Hello, Collinger.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Oh, wait. Why not? You're disgusted by bodily fluids. That's not bodily fluid. I don't want to hit you with any weird things. So I'm not allowed to heal my tank because it's afraid of body fluids from others. Or general fluids. Okay, what's the point?
City. Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
We would have to try the boss now, even the sector boss.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's both awesome. So we won't get a drop in morale, Fishchase said firmly.
Behold, the great cities of man.
We are on the way to the 5th boss,
And a
perhaps the
flame.
last one. I killed the 4th boss earlier and it was pretty simple. Unfortunately. Aw shit, there's a doctor and I don't have any money left. I would need it to get rid of the diseases from our tank. The sector boss is on the left, the doctor is also on the left, and the trader is on the left. So I would say, no matter what I do, left looks good. And sugar, a reconnaissance tower, is on the left. What do you think is better? Darkest Dungeon 1 or Darkest Dungeons 2? When it comes to travel, definitely Darkest Dungeon 2. Bark is already 1, is much simpler in this respect, but perhaps much more difficult than Darkest 2. I have to be honest, I really like the travel system in Darkest 2.
The worst kind of parasite. Opportunist.
I think if you don't know Darkest Dungeon yet, then the second part might even be the better status. It's much simpler and a little lighter in general. I mean, I killed the bosses on the first try. Already. It had been like that in the first part. You had always had the same bosses, so you had to fight the same boss 3 times and it became more and more difficult. And especially the last area was so annoying for me.
A breakthrough.
I definitely invested a lot more time in Darkest Dungeon 1, had to experiment a lot more and got really nasty in the face very often. To be fair, you actually have to say, maybe it's because I've played Darkest Dungeons 1 that I at least roughly know which classes harmonize reasonably well. I don't want to say that Darkest Dungeons 2 is too easy, but it's definitely easier
She
than the
always
first part,
says it was
I'd
on the
argue.
first try, but secretly
hello,
it was
Aside.
Yulina because Tyurru placed her in a silent moment. And God Queen Yulina gave Tyurru strength.
That's such stupid shit, I can't say anything about it right now. I'll just go.
emerging.
Ouch. 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 Are you getting tired of it up there?
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Niemand muss so sehr leiden wie ich.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Why don't any of you use the channel points to summon me up there? It's your own fault.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Or did I turn off the function by mistake? Hey, my face is in front of the chat. I don't think that's cool. Wait, where's the chat? Ah, yes. Damn it, I broke the box. Someone quickly write something. I think I broke the box. Oh, thank God, she's leaving. Okay, then let's get rid of all the diseases. You even have 2 of them. And next you get rid of your stupid parts here. Your punch has been eaten. It could be that mix it up is around a bit right now. So, I restarted it. Try it again right away. But you don't get your channel points. I'm stingy about that. Oh God, both ways are shit.
Up ahead, the seat of our regrettable research.
Oh, that's right, the punch is even on cooldown because it's been used so much. People just like to beat around. Oh, delicious breakfast. Oh, quite a heart. Exactly. Oh, the heart is shit. It shows that there is a high bleeding resistance. Hold on.
Analysis is invaluable until it becomes an excuse.
If I have a
for
high chance of
inaction.
warding off bleeding, then the thing is actually awesome. With a 33% chance, I wouldn't find that so exciting.
I trust you have calculated your odds carefully. This will not be easy. foul tidings. No doubt the source is within.
You don't need to return channel points, except that large 5,000 video works.
The
Not all other
library
things are so
burns,
extremely cheap. You
and
already
with
get
it,
so many
the
channel
remains of
points.
philosophy, reason, and insight.
피요 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 피해요 채널로 자, 이용부도 댄스 하지 말아요. 最初は誰でもひよっこマッソ生まれる新たなマッソ
So I know, at least with the dashboard you could probably refund all the points and so on. I had issued that all my channel points can be refunded. Not everything. Why not? Where do you see that? Yes, well, the video is refundable in case of emergency that it didn't work. I mean, 5,000 points are 4. That had been on purpose. The video. But you usually can't refund the other, smaller things, because as I said, you get channel points very quickly. At 5,000 I had said, okay, if this should go wrong, then yes,
Slow
okay.
dissection. An unavoidable end.
If you are brand new and have no points and no subscription, then 5,000 points is not little. Nobody can reset or refund the channel points anyway except moderators and me. So I trust my people sometimes.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
So on the base.
The
So an area
conflagration must be
boss.
stopped.
My absolute hate
Librarian
opponent.
must be destroyed.
Okay, the problem is, my Nara will only become quite practical. If the type Nagano is disease. Yes, but one particular person here takes advantage of that a lot, because now I'm curious. Which person should take advantage of the fact that we can refund the points? Yes. Are you that person? Since when has the guy been doing so much terror? Well, it works. I say yes. Sometimes you just have to restart the program, then it works. The only time it doesn't work and you guys don't get your points back is when you guys overload her mix a lot, and that's partly what makes it crashes all the redeems that sit there. I could also simply issue a principle that you can refund the things here. At the end of the day, it almost doesn't matter. Most of the stuff is cool there too, so you usually can't spam a lot of stuff either.
Incremental, but deadly.
These
all
channel
the
points
same.
are not so important. You can only use my TTS if you have a subscription. I've already thought along with me. Otherwise, you could just abuse it. The guy is slowly getting serious.
An opportunity squandered. Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Oh no.
An unforeseen complication.
Like it didn't really die, did it? The lady didn't really just die all at once.
We will see them again. I I am sure of it.
See what Tyurru needs
Shit,
just to
I
mimic
hope
a
I get
bit
them
of
back.
Yolina's might.
Okay, we definitely got a lot of items. Nothing too practical. I still can't believe that she really died at the end of the round. That's very uncool. How am I supposed to fight all the fights with 3 people now?
Rubble and flame, as far as the eye can see.
Above all, we have to think about who we respond to as new people. Oh, there's a really cool artifact here. Here is a really, really cool artifact from my fool. Okay, where does that go now?
A simple
Very few
choice.
fights are on the right side.
At least it should
I would
be.
say we go to the right. I'm curious to see if he can manage the fight well. Well, at least it's a 3 against N3. And one of my people is now stunned. Oh shit, it's almost 9 p.m. Where has the time gone?
Almost 9 p.m. Time to close Yolina.
I can't stress it enough. Fuck you, Evelina. Oh no, my tank is stunned. No, I had announced in Discord that I would definitely start an hour earlier today, i.e. 6 p.m., and also finish an hour earlier, so that I could participate in the Final Fantasy event.
But deadly all the same. Scavenge what you can.
And honestly,
And
I
be
even
off
think I do it
once
every day
more.
from 6 p.m. now. So that would be an hour earlier every day and then of course 4 hours. I don't think it's so bad if I come home at 5 p.m. or finish work at 5 p.m. and then I'm home at about 5:30 p.m. I eat a snack and immediately start the stream, and then I have a little more time for myself at the end. So the theory.
The madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
It makes a big difference if you start at 6 p.m. and strive until 10 p.m.
His stifled smirking betrays
I think I would like that very much. Oh look, we have cupcakes. I've never noticed that other people start a little earlier. But yes, I think that sums it up very well. I will start an hour earlier and continue to do my 4 hours. It's quite pleasant when I come home, have a bite to eat and then get started right away. And if I say 10 p.m., I can still decide whether I might do a little longer or whether I might do something else for myself in the evening.
Wheels askew, coach limping. Be prudent.
I would be interested to know how many different streams you have on. Sid. Are there more than 8? And in how many of them are you a presenter? Okay, I believe you. But even if it weren't like that, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Is your free time. You have to decide what to do with it, don't you? I'm the only person where you have moderation right now, seriously. But that's what many other offers got. I never asked you, I just appointed you to it. Although to be fair, it has to be said that there are quite a few presenters. For being so small. With me, you don't have to do so much. Maybe every 4 weeks from the age of 4 some guy comes in here that you could ban or some bot, and I usually see him and immediately remove him myself.
Here you go, have a head pat.
We have to do something about the stress. Too late. Ouch. Why is the damn doctor in the back now? It was not planned that way.
Windfaust.
Where the hell is actually? Oh, never mind. I have the dull feeling right now that children are our death here. "10 damage to bleeding, what's going on here?"
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Okay, one guy is dead.
An opportunity. Squandered.
Shit.
This is no time to falter.
And I can't heal him up anymore, such shit. Oh god, please hold on. Oh, damn it, please hang in there, buddy. Oh god, the fat bag.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Okay, the jellyfish is dead too. Then now we have only one problem, and that's the huge ass.
Lethality writ large.
Guy even makes bleeding. Okay, perfect.
An unavoidable end.
Or no, it's just lightning.
The mind's grasp grows tenuous. feel the flame.
A thriller.
Burning brightly for all the world to see.
Damn, that was really intense. But we made it and we are home. And it's 9 p.m., so unfortunately I have to finish work an hour earlier today, my dear friends. But we will definitely start every day now at 1800 hours. Then I'm definitely a bit more motivated and, above all, more lively.
The fire is
Okay,
lit.
motivated
The
is the
table
wrong
set.
word.
The inn awaits its
But in any
favorite
case,
guests.
I'm much livelier. And tomorrow we'll have to see if we can get any new person. Okay, if the doctor is dead. No,
Sister
he
has her
died.
event now.
Aw,
She has
our
to
grave
collect
robber.
green flies and wash their fur, so they look pretty in their castle.
Okay, if the grave raider is dead, then you can't summon her again. We have already learned that. If a person is dead, then he remains dead. Oh, no problem, I know you're always there, sometimes sooner or later. Exactly, tomorrow we'll do Halo again together with Golden. Hold on. Inut. Where are we going today? There are so many people online. Where had we been yesterday? Does anyone know that? I think yesterday we were at sushi, right? So today we go to Dino Nugget. She's playing Minecraft right now. Thank you very much for being there, my dear people. It's a great pleasure with you. As always. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Remains total. And always remember, I love you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Have a good day at work, Super! Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out. I hope the work day will go real smoothly for you and you won't have any hiccups as I do all the time. Hey, Tyurru! Welcome in! Thank you so much for